It was just after sunrise when I stepped onto the wooden porch of my little home in Okayama. The mist still lingered over the rice fields, and the air smelled faintly of earth and tea leaves. I sat down on the tatami mat, legs folded gently beneath me, and brought a warm bowl of miso soup to my lips. Nearby, a small plate of steamed sweet potato waited, soft, golden, and comforting. My hands, though aged, did not tremble. At 87, I still cook, garden, and walk to the temple on weekends. Here in Japan, many of us grow old like this, not with fear, but with steadiness. Meanwhile, I've heard from friends in America that tingling hands and weak legs are common after 60. But here, our food tells a different story. In Japan, we say, "Let your meals be your medicine." And that's the secret. Traditional snacks rich in natural collagen, eaten not from a bottle, but from a bowl. Today, let me show you 8 of these gentle, healing snacks that have supported my body through the years. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Why tingling hands and weak legs happen after 60. They often tell me, it just started one day. My hands tingled for no reason, or my legs felt too weak to carry me up the stairs. I nod, because I understand. Many of my friends experienced the same things as we grew older. But do you know why it happens? After 60, our bodies begin to lose collagen. Slowly, quietly. Collagen is not just for the skin. It's in your joints, your blood vessels, your nerves. When collagen breaks down, your blood doesn't flow as easily to your hands and feet. Nerves may get compressed. Muscles lose their bounce. The result? Numb fingers, wobbly knees. That strange feeling like ants are crawling under your skin. In America, I hear many people try to fix this with pills or strong medicine. But in Japan, we look deeper. What is missing from the food? The truth is, many modern diets, especially ones full of processed snacks or sugary drinks, don't give your body what it needs to stay strong. Let me tell you something simple. Circulation, strength, and nerve health all begin in the kitchen. I grew up watching my mother boil fish bones into soup, soak seaweed for broth, and steam root vegetables until tender. These foods, full of natural collagen, magnesium, and vitamin C, were our daily medicine. Here, meals are not about quick calories, they are about care. Even our snacks are chosen for balance, warmth, and healing. That's why, even in my 80s, I can still grip chopsticks firmly and walk to the corner store without fear of falling. If you're starting to feel that tingling, or you've noticed your legs don't feel quite as strong, please don't ignore it. It's your body's quiet way of asking for support. And the support doesn't have to come in a capsule. It can come in a cup of warm soup, a piece of soft, steamed sweet potato, a few bites of seaweed. In Japan, we don't rush aging, we nourish it. The power of natural collagen from food, not supplements. People often ask me, "Oba-chan, do you take collagen powder or pills to stay strong?" I smile and shake my head. Not once in my 87 years have I taken a collagen supplement. Instead, I eat the same foods my mother made for me when I was young. In Japan, we believe that the best medicine is food prepared with care. And collagen, real, nourishing collagen, comes not from bottles, but from broths, fish, and thyme. Let me explain. Collagen is a protein that helps your joints stay smooth, your blood vessels flexible, and your skin firm. But after 60, our natural collagen starts to drop. That's why so many people feel stiff when they get out of bed, or notice their legs don't feel as strong when walking. In the West, many turn to powders or tablets. But here, we simmer fish heads with miso, boil chicken skins slowly with root vegetables, or soak seaweed in vinegar and sesame oil. These traditions may seem simple, even old-fashioned, but they work. You see, when collagen comes from real food, your body recognizes it. It absorbs it more gently, without stress. And often, these collagen-rich foods come with other helpers, like vitamin C, which boosts collagen production naturally, or anti-inflammatory minerals from the sea. I remember one winter, many years ago, when my fingers began to ache. I was helping to hang laundry in the cold, and my grip wasn't what it used to be. My daughter noticed and asked, "Is it your joints again?" I nodded. That evening, she prepared nizakana, fish simmered in sweet soy broth. The aroma reminded me of my mother. Alongside the fish, she made gobo root with sesame and a warm cup of seaweed soup. We sat together, eating slowly, without speaking much. It was a quiet meal, but healing. Within a few weeks, the stiffness eased, not because of a miracle, but because food, when chosen with care, speaks to the body like an old friend. It reminds your muscles how to move. It teaches your nerves to calm. That's the power of natural collagen. Not as a quick fix, but as a gentle invitation for your body to restore itself. So, before you spend on powders or chase magic cures, ask yourself, what would happen if I simply ate like my ancestors? You might be surprised by how steady your hands feel, how firm your step becomes. Snack number 1, yokan, red bean jelly with fish gelatin. Some afternoons, especially when the weather is cool and the light is soft, I sit by the window with a cup of roasted green tea and a small slice of yokan, a sweet, firm jelly made from red beans, a little sea salt, and fish-based gelatin. Yokan has been a part of my life since childhood. My grandmother used to make it on special days. She would stir the pot slowly, letting the scent of azuki beans fill the kitchen. The texture is smooth, the sweetness gentle, never too much. But what I didn't know back then was how healing it truly was. Azuki beans are rich in antioxidants and help support healthy blood circulation, something that becomes so important as we age. Good circulation means your hands and feet stay warm, your nerves stay calm, and that annoying tingling feeling doesn't take over your day. And then there's the gelatin. In Japan, we often use kanten, agar, for jelly. But for collagen, I prefer the traditional kind made from fish bones and skin. It's clear, light, and packed with natural collagen that supports joints, skin, and even the lining of blood vessels. I've heard in the West, people drink bone broth for the same reason. But yokan is more than that. It's comfort. It's memory. It's the kind of snack you eat slowly, with appreciation. Not just for taste, but for what it gives back to you. Last month, my granddaughter visited from Tokyo. She had been working long hours and said her wrists ached from typing. Instead of pain cream, I gave her a small plate of yokan and warm tea. She laughed and said, "Oba-chan, you think dessert can heal everything." I just smiled. A week later, she called me. "I don't know if it's the yokan or your tea," she said, "but my hands feel better." Of course, it wasn't magic, but it was nourishment, real collagen, real rest, and a little sweetness for the spirit. If you live in the US, you can often find yokan at Japanese or Korean supermarkets. Just make sure to look for versions made with real fish gelatin, not just agar, if you want the full collagen benefit. Or better yet, try making it at home. It's simpler than you think. Snack number 2. Nimono. Root vegetables simmered in dashi with dried fish. When I think of comfort, I think of nimono. Soft root vegetables, gently simmered in a clear broth made from dried fish and seaweed. It's not flashy, not sweet, but it's the kind of food that warms your hands before it even reaches your mouth. In my kitchen, I start with daikon radish, carrots, and taro. Sometimes I add burdock root or lotus root if they're in season. The key is in the broth. Dashi made from kombu, kelp, and niboshi, dried baby sardines. As it simmers, the smell is rich but delicate. You can feel the minerals and collagen lifting into the steam. This is not just tradition, it's science. The dried fish slowly release marine collagen, while the vegetables provide fiber and potassium, helping your muscles contract smoothly and your nerves stay balanced. In Japan, we don't separate food and healing. They are the same. Years ago, my husband slipped on a rainy day and twisted his knee. The doctor said it would take time, but I knew what to do. Every evening, I made nimono for him, adding a little extra ginger and soaking the fish longer. After a few weeks, he could kneel again for prayer. Now that I'm older, I make nimono for myself. Not because I'm injured, but because I know what it protects. My legs feel steadier, my hands less stiff in the morning. There's a quiet strength that builds with every bowl. Some people may wonder, can something so simple really help with tingling hands or weak legs? I say, try it. Not once, not twice, but daily for a few weeks. Let your body remember the taste of minerals from the sea, the slow power of roots pulled from the ground. If you live far from Japan, you can still make this. Dried sardines, kombu, and soy sauce are often available at Asian grocery stores or online. The vegetables? Any root vegetable will do. Just simmer them slowly with care. In our home, nimono is not a side dish. It is medicine in a bowl. A soft kind of strength that stays with you long after the meal is over. Snack number 3, tori skin chips with ginger and miso. When you hear chicken skin, you might think of greasy takeout or something to avoid. But in my home, chicken skin is a delicacy, crispy, golden, and deeply nourishing when prepared the right way. We call it tori no kawa senbei, chicken skin chips. I make mine from the skins left after trimming chicken thighs for stew. Nothing is wasted in a Japanese kitchen. I lay the skins flat on parchment, season them with a pinch of sea salt, then roast them slowly until crisp. The smell fills the house, rich, comforting, like something ancient. But it's not just taste. Chicken skin is full of natural collagen, particularly type Y and 3E, which support the skin, blood vessels, and connective tissue. For hands that tremble or legs that feel unstable, this type of collagen is a quiet helper. I never serve the chips alone. I make a dipping sauce with a spoonful of miso, a little grated ginger, and warm water to thin it. The miso adds probiotics for gut health, and the ginger warms the blood, easing stiffness and helping circulation flow more freely. Some evenings, especially in colder months, I sit by the heater, crunching on these with green tea and a quiet heart. They're light, but satisfying, just enough to comfort the body without burdening it. My grandson once called them Japanese potato chips and laughed as he ate half the plate. I smiled, knowing he was feeding his future joints, even without realizing it. If you're in the US, you can easily try this at home. Buy skin-on chicken thighs, save the skin, and roast them in the oven. No oil needed, just patience. And for the dip, A small tub of miso and a knob of fresh ginger are all you need. Sometimes healing doesn't come from the pharmacy. Sometimes it comes from what was once thrown away. Chicken skin, treated with care, becomes a treasure, crispy, golden medicine from your own kitchen. Snack number 4. Roasted sweet potato cake with black sesame. In Japan, the scent of roasted sweet potato is a signal that autumn has arrived. Street vendors call out as they push little carts through neighborhoods, the smoke rising gently from charcoal ovens. Children run to buy one, still wrapped in paper. But for me, sweet potato means something deeper, nourishment that reaches the bones. When my legs feel tired or my fingers stiff, I often bake what we call Satsumaimo to Goma no Kiki, a soft roasted sweet potato cake sprinkled with crushed black sesame. It's not a dessert in the Western sense. It's barely sweet, but it feeds the body in ways sugar never could. Sweet potatoes are rich in vitamin C, which your body needs to make collagen. They also help regulate blood sugar and support the gut, 2 things that often go off balance after 60. And the black sesame? That's our secret. In Japan, sesame seeds are considered a symbol of strength. They're packed with calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats that soothe inflammation and support nerve function. I usually mash the roasted sweet potato with a bit of rice flour, shape it into small rounds, then bake until the edges are just golden. A sprinkle of sesame on top, and it's ready. My neighbor, Mrs. Saito, is 92 and still walks to the market every week. Last winter, when she felt her knees aching more than usual, I brought her a small bundle of these cakes, still warm from the oven. She said, "This tastes like my childhood," and smiled through tired eyes. She later told me the pain didn't go away overnight, but something shifted. Her appetite came back, her steps felt lighter. Sometimes healing begins with feeling remembered through a flavor, a smell, a moment of kindness. In the West, many snacks are processed, overly sweet, and made to excite. But in Japan, snacks like this are made to restore. They don't just fill your stomach. They whisper to your joints, your blood, your breath. You are still strong. If you want to try it, you don't need to follow a strict recipe. Just roast a sweet potato, mash it, mix in a little flour, and shape it. Sprinkle with black sesame and bake. Let it become part of your quiet afternoon. Snacks, Top 5 to 8, told as a gentle memory sequence. There's a quiet kind of healing that comes not from one food, but from many, layered softly over time like seasons. When I look back on my life, I don't remember every doctor's visit or pill I took. But I do remember the small snacks that showed up in ordinary moments and how they helped my body stay strong. Snack number 5, chawanmushi, savory steamed egg, custard with tuna flakes. When I was a girl, my mother would whisper, "You've worked hard today. Let me make you something soft." That something was always chawanmushi, a smooth, silky custard made from egg, dashi broth, and a touch of soy sauce with tuna flakes hidden at the bottom like a surprise. Chawanmushi is rich in protein, minerals from the sea, and gentle warmth. It slides down easily. Even when you're tired, I often make it now when my fingers feel clumsy. It requires no chewing, yet nourishes deeply. The tuna adds marine collagen, and the eggs support muscle repair. Snack number 6, miso soup with seaweed and tofu. I don't think a day has passed in my life without miso soup. It's the quiet foundation of our meals, but when you add wakame seaweed and tofu, it becomes a healing snack all on its own. Wakame is filled with iodine and magnesium. both important for nerve function and circulation. Tofu gives soft protein, easy to digest, supporting strength in aging muscles. Together they form a soup that isn't just food, it's a warm embrace. My joints feel looser after a bowl of this. And when the wind is cold and my legs ache from the morning walk, I know exactly what I need. Snack number 7. Kombu tsukudani, simmered kelp in soy sauce. Some might overlook kombu. Just seaweed, they say. But in our family, kombu is treasure. We simmer it slowly in soy sauce, mirin, and sesame until it turns glossy and tender. Just a spoonful over rice is enough. Kombu is rich in marine collagen and natural glutamic acid, which helps with nerve repair. It also supports healthy blood pressure, which is often the hidden cause of weak legs in older age. When I was caring for my husband after his surgery, kombu tsukudani was always on the table. It kept his appetite steady and his energy calm. Snack number 8. Grilled mochi with white bean and fish collagen. And then there's mochi, chewy, soft, made from glutinous rice. On cold mornings, I toast a small square over the stove, spread it with mashed white bean paste, and add a drizzle of fish collagen broth. It may sound unusual, but it's deeply satisfying. The rice gives long-lasting energy. The beans soothe digestion. The collagen, again, is the quiet hero, keeping hands from shaking, keeping knees from buckling. One winter, when my grandson had weak ankles from growing too fast, I gave him grilled mochi with broth. He thought it was strange, but he ate it anyway. A few weeks later, he was running again. These snacks are not dramatic. They won't promise miracles, but they are like old friends, faithful, reliable, quietly healing. If you add just one of these to your day and eat it slowly with care, you may begin to feel a change, not overnight, but in how your hands move, how your feet feel on the ground, how your body thanks you, softly like a whisper. How to start this in America, practical steps and gentle guidance. You may be thinking, this sounds beautiful, but I don't live in Japan. Let me tell you something from the heart. You don't need to live in Japan to eat like the Japanese. You only need a little curiosity and a gentle shift in how you approach your meals. Most of the snacks I've shared, miso soup, roasted sweet potato, tofu, seaweed, steamed eggs, are made from ingredients you can find in many places. Across America, Asian grocery stores like H-Mart, Mitsuya, or even local supermarkets carry the basics: miso paste, kombu, tofu, sesame seeds, sweet potato. If there's no shop nearby, online stores like Amazon can deliver almost anything now, even dried fish or mochi. Don't be overwhelmed. You don't need to cook every snack at once. Start with one small change. Maybe it's a bowl of miso soup in the afternoon instead of a sugary cookie, or steamed sweet potato as a snack instead of crackers. Maybe you roast chicken and save the skin for a collagen-rich treat the next day. The Japanese way is not about speed or pressure, it's about rhythm, balance, listening to your body. If you want to make namono, you can use carrots, daikon, or even potatoes. Dashi broth can be made from tea bags of dried kombu or sardines, sold pre-packed in many stores. For yokan, you can try making a simple red bean jelly with real gelatin and less sugar. And chawanmushi? All it takes is an egg, warm broth, and a little patience. Remember this: snacks are not just to pass the time. They are a way to give your body what it may be quietly asking for. A way to say, I still care for you. And if your hands feel shaky or your legs feel unsure, let your snacks be a soft form of support. In Japan, we don't separate healing from daily life. They are one and the same. You don't have to give up everything you know. Just add a little bit of this ancient rhythm to what you already do. Feel what happens when you feed your body with intention, tradition, and warmth. They say aging is a slow goodbye, but I believe it's a quiet return, back to simplicity, to care, to the kind of strength that doesn't shout. At 87, I still wake with the birds, still cook with both hands, still walk without fear. Not because I've avoided age, but because I've fed it kindly. I didn't chase youth, I embraced nourishment, and in every bowl of soup, every bite of seaweed or roasted sweet potato, I chose to live gently and fully. You don't need big changes, just a small bowl of something warm. A snack that speaks softly to your nerves, your joints, your heart. I hope that these 8 little gifts from my kitchen become part of yours, that your hands find steadiness, your legs, confidence, and your days, a sense of quiet strength. Before you go, I would love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these snacks before? Or is there one you're curious to begin with? Let me know in the comments. I'll be here, reading and cheering for you. Until next time, live well, eat gently, and remember, your body still listens if you speak to it with kindness.